Okay, so what we have here is the basic layout of what it'll look like for a student who will be doing the course. So you can change the login home screen to anything you like, but if you have the home screen, it can essentially show you what your assignments coming up are. So this would be an example of the first assignment, which is Dr. Terlecki, what is the prostate? Now, we can also start looking over here at the side. We can create announcements and these announcements can be read by the student every day, and you can also have the assignments page, so we can have due dates on here when something is due. So the first assignment, like Dr. Ryan Terlecki, if we were to click on this, it'll link us directly to the Edpuzzle site, and we can actually watch and play the movie directly on to the computer right here, and it'll actually keep the grades from all these multiple choice questions in the actual grade section of the of this learning course, or it's called a learning management system. So everything here will have essentially a quote unquote grade. We can make it so these aren't graded as well, but that's something we could have to discuss. Um, okay, let's see. How do I get back? So, other things you can do is you can create discussion boards. So this is like an example of a discussion board. So you can make everyone in the class answer something specifically. Um, so like in this first section, we'd want to introduce people and state at least two facts they know about the prostate they know off the top of their head. So we're trying to encourage people not to do Google searches or do anything like that, but just kind of some general relative knowledge before we introduce the Ryan Terlecki talk, just so people can kind of have a discussion about that. You can also have discussions about the videos, have people get the opportunity to ask questions in the discussions, and essentially they're just moderated by the teacher, and everyone in the audience will be doing all the responding. Um, you can also look at things like all the people in the class. If you were to look at this first assignment, um, you'll see it says, before we begin this lesson, please open the Files tab and review the keyword glossary for this video. So I can actually have a Files tab and have the glossary right here for the What is the Prostate Terlecki video, so people can easily open it. As you create courses, as you can see, I have a couple courses here, and this particular one is due November 19th at 11:59. You can change the due dates. Um, and in this particular part, you can see where we have another class coming up, and this is will it'd be essentially the course syllabus. So as you fill this out, the classes will automatically propagate, and the syllabus will automatically be created, so students can kind of see what the class is supposed to look like. Quizzes just discusses all the quizzes that we can do. This is a prostate cancer baseline knowledge quiz that I created for this. It was similar to how we had it before in Click for Course, but this baseline knowledge quiz just allows us to test people's general knowledge. So we can actually take the quiz, and some of the settings I put into this quiz is I made it 25 minutes, and there's 17 questions. So we're trying to make it so people don't try to look up questions online. Rather, they go with kind of their gut and answer the questions according to the best of their knowledge. Um, and so this discusses one of the features that I also implemented, which essentially shows that you can make it so people cannot go back to the previous question after they've already answered and submitted that question. But essentially, there's 17 questions all on the baseline and baseline background of prostate cancer. Other cool things we can do is we can create modules. So this is one module. This should say Prostate 101, and the next module could be like, we can close it off to the students, but they can see different modules. They can see like, oh, these are all the EuroEd modules. The next module might be androgen deprivation therapy, and the next module might be imaging, and so they can kind of see all these different modules that you have available, but you can assign individual modules to that person. Conferences. If you wanted to actually have a live conference with people, you can on this platform. This is just saying that this is denied for me right now in student view because you actually have to create one first before you can actually do it, which I haven't done that yet. And then collaborations, to be honest, I'm not really sure what that tab entails, but yeah, anyways, long and short of it, this allows us to store all sorts of information on a single system as opposed to having everyone go directly into Edpuzzle. They can come directly into Canvas, online learning management system, and complete all the Edpuzzle courses here. We can assign it very easily to different students. We can give them quizzes like baseline knowledge quiz and another one at the end of the lesson to see if they've improved their knowledge on what they will learn in the courses that we take, so we can kind of do like a longitudinal evaluation of how people are performing. And we can also, lead discussions and store files on the same system. So really cool. It gives us a nice platform in order to house our courses and to kind of be organized with all these students that we introduce. But that's essentially the end of the system. And if we have questions, we can discuss it on the call next time we talk.